So needless to say, the start of our Formula One career has not gone according to plan. We've kind of been, well, shit. And we'll try today to reverse course on that, but honestly, we've been terrible. This is my best track on the Formula One calendar. It's not even close. And I'm just hoping that our car and its current situation doesn't hurt that. So we'll see. Without any further ado, qualifying for the Canadian Grand Prix. We got messages here. Oh, that race forecast is looking more and more rainy as it goes on, and it's heavy rain towards the end. It's going to create for some interesting strategy right there, I suspect, if that stays the way it is, starting in the dry and then quickly moving to rain. It'd be interesting to see the top 10 if they do still, because it's a dry start, if they do go on the intermediate tire or the dry tires right away. And that'll be all. All right, qualifying for the Canadian Grand Prix.
Hello and welcome from the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, home to the Canadian Grand Prix, for today's qualifying session. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on in the corners and max out down the straights?
Top speed is a key factor for this circuit. Even if you can achieve the same lap time as someone running less wing than you, chances are you'll find overtaking difficult if you have too much drag.
I was expecting something from Jeff and never got it. Welcome to qualifying for the Canadian Grand Prix. I don't know how this is going to go. So in the qualifying pace section of the program, we didn't do all that well, but it is dry for qualifying. No rain, at least for the moment. We'll be on the Hypers. There's a set of Ultras reserved as well. Interesting. All right, so let's not waste any time. I don't want to get stuck behind anybody, actually.
Checks complete.
Well, I was going to check our setup, but too late now. Whatever we got's what we got. But now we do know for sure that we're on fresh Ultras, or fresh Hypers, rather. I mean, he kind of just burned himself there, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright. There is a Mercedes behind us. Whoa! Jesus Christ. Already losing the car. I think the goal is to just not hit the curbs at all. I don't know if it'll slow us down, but we'll at least get a lap in. I feel like that is really decreasing the amount of sliding that I'm doing. That Mercedes is not catching us too quickly. So that means we're doing something right. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's return to the garage and not even... Whoa, I wonder about that. I don't know who's whining at the moment. It's sounds like more on your end.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
I mean, I'd love to solve it, like, by beating your face in, but, you know, not exactly possible over the internet. Alright, so let's not suck and hit the wall this time. That was just lack of concentration. Sounds more like you're whining about not paying for what you do. Okay, so that didn't suck all that bad. Honestly. Mental mistakes are killing me in these practice sessions. It's because I'm focused on running a hot lap and not running a race. Oh, I don't know why I was so late to the brakes there. Maybe late to the brakes there. Oh, but somehow it worked, and we got a Haas coming out right in front of us. God damn it. Oh, he may pull over. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin Magnussen. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
You've fallen down the order. You're now in P20.
Working on it, Jeff. Fighting for grip here. I'm a second up, but I don't know if that's good or not. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. The wheel spin is atrocious with these hypers. It makes no sense. I'm slower this lap. I was fast there, but yet I gained no time. We need to put down a good lap here. Honestly, so bad.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
It's unbelievable. The fucking wheel spin on these hypers. It makes no sense. I get more grip out of any tire in the fucking fleet. Screw it. We're using a flashback. That's not right. We can't end qualifying like that. What in the world? Back end just comes around of fucking every corner. This is impossible to drive. It is impossible to drive. Fucking pit it, honestly. I'm putting on ultras. We only got one set for qualifying, but I'm putting them on. I can't do it with these fucking tires. They don't make a fucking lick of sense. Should be the grippiest thing to the track, and I'm sitting here on fucking roller skates. It doesn't make any sense. Tire select. Give me the goddamn ultras. Put a lap down. It's worth a damn. Here. Also. Nope. Oh, hold up. Full focus. Ah! Come on! I'm just trying to get so much out of this. The pressure is fucking getting to me, man. I don't know what to do. I have no traction. I have literally no traction.
We're lower in the running order than we thought we'd be. We need to find some time.
Unbelievable. I don't get it. I have a minute. We have a minute. We're done. We're done. We are out in Q1 and we are not even close. Let's see. How off were we? We were 6/10 off of 19th. Is your character explore? Oh, I don't know. That's unbelievable. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Crazy bad we were today. I don't get it. It's disappointing, honestly, because we got to start from the back at my favorite track, the track I'm the best at, and I just. It doesn't matter how good you are and what you can do in the corners if you can't fucking. You can't accelerate out of them. Difficulty's at 90. Which is a good match for me in the race. I just don't get... yeah. Time to put that preparation to good use. Well, it's going to be a wet race at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, the Canadian Grand Prix. From 20th on the grid, we might as well take a component penalty.
Respect from your team and around the paddock, which will help make it easier to negotiate favorable contracts. Your first rival is always your teammate, but you can choose who to declare as your second.
Oh, we finally got the opportunity to add a rival? Ah, okay.
Gain or lose depending on the result.
So let's see here.
You can see a list of eligible drivers.
Are you old enough to drink? Yes, sir.
The more challenging they are to beat, the more the paddock will respect you for succeeding. Just be aware, you'll lose the same amount of respect if you come off second best. So it may be wise not to be overly ambitious.
At this point, we can't be even remotely ambitious. So, Marcus Ericsson, you're our rival. Oh boy. So we've taken. Oh, let's take Gearbox as well. And then. Yep. Okay. All set. Do we want to put in a new power unit? We've kind of worn power unit number 4 to hell. And in fact, it's at 46%, so we may want to put in a new one, or at least, let's see here. Let's play around. What is power unit 1 looking like? It's at 41%, so we might as well just put number 2 in, get that one going. Our MGUK is looking a little old, but it might be fine. Let's just put full. Let's just have a new engine, new everything. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just full on power unit 2. And then gearbox, what's that situation looking like? They are... yikes. Let's just go to... Let's see here. Wait, what? 52%. This one's at 25. So I'll do... Yeah. Works for me. Alright, the Canadian Grand Prix with a whole bunch of power unit changes. There's no excuses. I mean, the car is, to be honest, there's excuses. Our car still is the worst on the grid. I have no grip, no downforce, no nothing. It doesn't make a damn lick of sense. But we move on, and we just have to deal with it. But it's going to look like a wet race anyway, so this one should be interesting. The Canadian Grand Prix.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. If you want flat-out racing, you've come to the right place this weekend, as it's full throttle for 59% of this 2.7-mile circuit, peaking at around 210 miles per hour going into the final chicane. But that speed requires discipline, and there are more than a few close walls here just waiting to punish drivers with a heavy right foot. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion, edging out Raikkonen, who'll start P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, and Verstappen, Hülkenberg, Perez, Sainz, and Stoffel van Dorn, Magnussen, Stroll, Marcus Ericsson, and Gasly, Grosjean. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Alonso, Brendan Hartley, and Charles Leclerc, Ocon, and Cox. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Usually they try to give us some sort of guidance or something, like, oh, try not to be too aggressive going down into turn 1, or the start's gonna be nuts. Try and lay back. I know what you can do. Do it is essentially what we just got. So thanks, Jeff, I guess. The race strategy for the Canadian Grand Prix. Oh, my absolute bugaboo tire. And there's not really any wiggle room. Honestly, I may. Yeah, I mean, let's pit on lap 7. Let's do the one stop. And just run the ultras to the end. Hold on, actually. It's gonna start raining very quickly, so let's get smart about this. Let's plan this out now. It actually will not let me. I see the rain. I see it happening. I see the rain coming, and yet it won't let me put on intermediate or full wet tires. So I guess we're just gonna have to completely forget the strategy, and well, we know we're not going to be on those hypers, any dry tire for too long. We're gonna be coming in, I'd say lap 3 or 4. Looks like the rain's gonna start, so maybe even sooner. So that sounds good to me. I don't know how our car is on the intermediate tires. This is, of course, the first wet weather racing that we will see in this career mode. So I don't know how our car is in the rain. I feel like it may equalize it a little bit better. Who the hell really knows until we get out there. Start race and the formation lap for the Canadian Grand Prix. We know about the grid penalty. And everyone's on dry tires as well. So once again, the goal is just to not
So let's concentrate on bringing tires and brakes up to temperature.
destroy the car or run into anybody. Bring up our telemetry here. Make sure everything's up to temp. We may get Season 3 of the Browns started today. Got some moves I want to make. Well, one move in particular. And if you're not a Michigan fan, you may not like it. Tires are all up to temp. Brakes are looking up to temp. What in the world's going on here? The Force India's It's weird to see the Force... Oh, no, it's one Force India and one Sauber. It's weird to see a Force India back here, but I think it is as a result of a penalty. And there we go. Gonna be an interesting start. I don't know how aggressive we want to be. If something opens up, I think we can go after it. But if not, I think we better just, especially, it hurts us that we're on the outside going into turn 1. If there's an option to get to the inside, I would love to do it. So, from Canada, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, 5 red lights. And away we go. One of our best starts so far. But I don't really know if that's very good. They're going 3 wide. Leclerc swerves in front of us. And I had to get hard on the brakes. You have no idea how hard I just hit my R2 or L2 button. Oh, fucking Leclerc. Fucking Leclerc. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
The understeer is a thing. Unfreaking believable. Well, let's see if we can stay with these guys. We're in P17 at the moment. I don't know how aggressive we want to be here with Brendan Hartley.
That's a strong start. Well done.
And he comes right across our nose. Unfreaking real. And we got a track limit warning because of it. Because he forced us off. Illegal. What? We got Roman Grosjean out of the race. We just got the position on Brendan Hartley. We are up into P15. Whoa, way late on the brakes there. The front wing damage is honestly not that bad.
We are now in P15.
That's the corner it's most notable. Charles Leclerc, I'm going to go to the inside, go defensive. There's no way he makes it around the outside. Good exit. No DRS yet. And the front wing, honestly, is not all that bad. It's knocked, but I don't see any major bits that have flown off of it. Quick through there. Leclerc staying with us. Oh, boy.
Yellow flag.
We have another yellow flag. And this is still Grosjean. That's got to be a safety car. Honestly, he's just sitting there. We're catching Pierre Gasly. Well, at least we were. There comes Charles Leclerc. I believe he's got DRS on us. It's all about holding this spot right now, honestly. We may have DRS on Gasly. I don't know. Nope. But I don't know if Leclerc has DRS on us. We had a good exit there. We're actually catching Pierre Gasly.
I know these conditions are tough, but bear with it.
Oh, I didn't even realize that it started to rain.
Yet.
Man, we thought the wheel spin was bad before. Well, this is interesting. Jeff doesn't think the track is ready for intermediates yet. This is bad. This is bad news. Why don't they? What?
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Okay, box.
That's awful.
We're adjusting the strategy.
That's honestly
Right
probably a
this map.
penalty. That's gotta be a penalty.
Front wing, box that. Copy.
It's gotta be a penalty, honestly. Somehow we got a spot on Gasly. Everyone appears to be coming in. Oh no, a teammate's in the pits. This is not gonna be a good deal. Everybody coming in for the inners. So we're gonna get held here by our teammate. But everyone should be held by their teammate. This race order is going to... What is actually happening? I'm stuck. There we go. Okay, I have a feeling we got the shitty end of the deal on this. There's nobody left in the pits. We are last. Oh, nope, that's not true. We are ahead of, I would assume, no, Charles Leclerc. That front wing change definitely did not help out. So this, unbelievable. Like, if it can go wrong, it's gone wrong this season. Whoa! Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're alright.
We're gonna get fired. Unbelievable. Just comes around. Just comes around. I don't know what to do, guys. Like I don't know. I don't know if it's the car. I don't know what it is. I have no clue. No clue. That is a 19th spot, and our team is gonna hate us even more. Straight onto the intermediate tires, and no grip. Tell me how that works. Second DNF of the year, and it's at a track where we really couldn't have a DNF happen.
Victory for the team.
Oh, Red Bull
from
won.
Kings then, after a quality performance.
That's who I'd love to be driving for right now. Hey, Danny Rick.
How did they accomplish this result?
Well, keeping their tyre temperatures up in the tricky wet conditions was really important. There's not much grip out there at the best of times, and it's 10 times worse if you're out there on cold tyres. So the way they kept the rubber in its proper operating window was a huge advantage today.
So here come our winning drivers today, and what a race it was. There's been a big push at the factory lately to get these cars ready, and we can see the fruits of that labour today as Red Bull lift the winner's trophy.
They sure do. And we very well may be driving for the junior Red Bull team, Toro Rosso here very shortly. Although then again, we haven't gotten the warning yet that we're potentially gonna get fired. So I think that's gotta come first. Let's see. Has anyone gotten points that didn't have points before? No. So again, we are still 1 point out of a tie for 15th. 1 point out of a tie for 15th. Williams is still tied with Sauber for the worst. Yeah. Oh boy.